Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Today is April 20th. I am super excited to be doing something a little different today. My good friend Paula said, Tammy, you need to do a video when you're doing your podcast because people need to see your expressions. So I'm going to be adding this to my YouTube channel. So I'm super excited about that. Also, something I'm doing today that's a little different is I'm sitting outside. So if you hear the birds chirping and things like that, it's because it's so beautiful today. And this is where I feel like I need to be. So you might hear little extra noises in the background, but please believe that I'm enjoying it because it's about 82 degrees and sunny here in Arizona. And I'm heading back to Michigan tomorrow, where it's going to be 40 and snow and a low of 20 something tomorrow night. So I'm going to soak up all this weather I can. So I thought, why not do my podcast outside today? So welcome to Hope, helping other people evolve. I'm so excited that you decided to join me again today. Today, I am talking about your self-worth, your self-esteem. So many of you that know me now, many of you don't know me, you're just learning about me, probably think that I've always had this confidence, that I've always been good at speaking and sharing and showing others hope and my story. And it's all false. I honestly had the worst self esteem. I had the worst feelings of myself. I felt useless. I felt like I wasn't worthy of anything. And even though, I raised my son and I feel like I was the best mom that I could be, I still didn't have that confidence. And I'm going to go back now with you a little bit to where that all pretty much began with the low self-esteem. Started at a very young age. I was telling somebody today, it might have started like quickly after I was born. Not really, but when I can remember, it was probably when I would say middle school, sixth and seventh grade. Here I was, this little freckly girl who had big front teeth, that was probably weighed 45 pounds at that time, little skinny thing. And I did get picked on a lot. A lot of my friends that are listening are probably like, well, not really, but they didn't hear the things that people said to me or the way that I was treated. And I can recall my very first blow. I mean, I really had low self-esteem anyways, as we talk about my story of addiction. I'm sure that helped with that, was the self-esteem. But I can remember a guy I went to school with, it was sixth grade, and I remember him looking at me and saying, oh my gosh, you look like your face got hit by a Mack truck. I kind of laughed it off, walked away, right? He was part of my partying crew. And I went home and I didn't really even know what that meant. And then I figured it out and I was like, oh my gosh, I am that ugly. And that's what I believed. That was my truth for so long, is how ugly I was. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't good enough. Who was ever going to like someone like me with these freckles all over my face and, these teeth, and my hair was all straight and all, here it is straight and blowing in the wind, and I'm good with it. But that was where it started. And then as I had that low self-esteem, I let others dictate that to me. I always, like I said, I went into partying and all that. So I hid all those wounds. I hid them under the bottle, under the joint, under the whatever pill I was popping. I kept that all hidden and that pain hidden and tried to just function in life. I got married at a young age, right out of school. And throughout that marriage, my husband, he's a good guy now. He's married and everything's good with him. But at that time, we were young and we drank a lot. And I can remember, one time I went to make him dinner and he told me how horrible it was and what a horrible cook I was. And I was no good and I was useless and I was worthless. And at that point, I was like, well, fine. If you feel like I'm that way, then I won't cook for you anymore. So I stopped cooking for him. But at the same time, he was telling me, you're no good. No one's that could ever love you but me. You're not smart. Look at your face. You're ugly. Just all these things. That's what my husband's saying to me. And the one day I woke up thinking, oh my gosh, you are dumb. You're not worth anything. You're useless. And I remember when I left him, and not anything, honestly, it was just me trying to move on, trying to find some purpose for myself. And I remember when I left him, and then I went into another relationship, which he's a whole nother story of my life. But that was my son's, both my boys' dad, and I like to just call him a sperm donor. But anyways, um, he did the same, but he was physically abusive too. But he was also very mentally abusive, you know. And when I finally left him, which that's going to be a whole nother podcast, when I finally left him, it was definitely had no self-esteem at all. Like I felt worthless. Um, you know, he always told me no one could ever love you. Who's going to love you when you leave? If you leave, I guarantee that there's no man that would ever want you. You know, you're nothing but a piece of crap, and you know you don't do anything. You're not a good mom. You know, he would even throw at me when we lost my 6-month-old son that was my fault because I was a terrible mother, and you know all these things. And all I was I was just a mom struggling that was working hard and just trying to feel loved. Um, so anyways, moving on, you know, for years I've been single. Very many years I've been single. And throughout those years, I never really felt like I was worthy of love. I never felt like I was worth someone loving me because I'd always been told that I wasn't. And so here I am, like 5 years ago. Let's get right about there. 5, 6 years ago, I was just doing life, right? Working still. I have no self-esteem. I'm just always looking for someone just to say something kind to me because I looked in the mirror every day like, ooh, you are not pretty. Your smile is not good. You still have those freckles that your mom promised you were going to be gone when you turned 18. You know, all these things that and nobody said these things to me anymore. It was all me talking to me waking up in the day going, ooh, you are not pretty. Or the wind. I hope that it's not ruining this podcast sound. But so about 5 years ago, I met a whole new group of people. I met a group of people that are very uplifting, that are very motivational, that taught me to start loving myself, to start caring for myself, to look in the mirror and talk to myself and tell myself that it's okay. I am beautiful. And I remember the first few times that I said some I ams, I was like, this is not what we're supposed to do. We were taught younger that we don't talk to ourselves like that. When you talk to yourself like that, you're putting yourself on a pedestal. You are acting, I can't think of the word right now that I want to say, arrogant. Let's just put that one there. Or, you know, you're better than other people because you're talking like that and you feel that way about yourself. And I've learned that's not true. I have to self-talk myself in order for me to uplift others. And how can I possibly do that if I felt that way about myself? So I started like doing uh, better, happier, more productive things in my life. Let's just say it like that. Doing things to help Tammy feel better. You know, like I said, I've been sober for 17 years, but through that sobriety, that didn't make it all better that I was a happy, happy, happy person. Instead, I was going through the motions. I just started sharing my story of hope about 5 years ago, 4 years ago. And it was because people inspired me to. I thought the first time somebody said, write down your I ams and say them. I was like, really? You want me to get in the mirror and say these things to myself? I don't know if that's proper. So I did. I wrote my list of I ams. And this is what I'm trying to share with you all. If you're in a dark place and you're not feeling positive or you're not feeling like you are worth anything, you need to start doing things to help yourself. I can only give you advice and I can only recommend the things. You know, I listen to different uplifting podcasts. I read different uplifting books. I hang around people that are uplifting and positive. If they are, you know, the drama and all that, I back away. I don't need to be there. I need to protect my peace. I need to do the things for me. So one of the things that I did listen to was writing my I ams down and saying them. So I'm going to share with you my I ams. I hope that you all enjoy these. They're kind of hard for me to say sometimes, but I'm getting really a lot better at doing this. And I have things hung all over my house too, just motivational things. So here's my I ams that I say in the morning. I am. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am bold. I am successful. I am a friend. I am happy. I am sober. I am 200K. I am organized. I am blessed. I am humble. I am grateful. I am a child of God. I am witty. I am amazing. I am a leader. I am intelligent. I am resourceful. I am a Lavelle millionaire. I am an author. I am a survivor. I am determined. I am patient. I am unique. I am courageous. I am helpful. I am a mom. I am loved. I am the shit. Sorry for the cuss word. Um, I am a podcaster. I am an influencer. I am motivating. I am happy. I am joyful. I am a superwoman. I am deserving. I am redeemed. I am positive. I am powerful. I am healthy. I am a thriver. I am kind. I am open minded. I am giving. I am hopeful. I am a traveler. I am a great listening ear. I am a hard worker. I am loved. I am free. I am rich. I am financially free. I am confident. I am secure. I am prosperous. I am a person. I am a goal getter. I am a dreamer. I am reliable. I am more than enough. And I am perfectly imperfect. I add to those, I just really feel like we need to say those things. And like I said, when I first started doing that, I was like, this is crazy. I feel weird talking to myself like that. But it's not crazy. It's good. We need to fill our own brains with good things because our brain will take over and fill it with all the bad things it wants to. So we really need to learn how to speak proudly of ourselves, how to reassure ourselves that we are good people and that we are beautiful and that we are healthy and that we are helping others. And, we get into those slumps of life, and I get there too sometimes. And then I figure out why, because I'm not listening to positive things. I'm not hanging around positive people. I'm letting myself get into a funk, and I have to get myself out of that. Now, this might sound crazy, and I'm kind of glad that I am doing this live because you might be able to see them then. But I have affirmations on my body. I know people say, yeah, oh yeah, you're a walking affirmation. I was in Tennessee a couple years ago. My friend Rachel and I walked into a store and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this store. It's all affirmations. And she's like, yeah, just like you, all over your body. So one day I went and got I am enough tattooed on my arm. It was in a struggle that I was going through, and I just ran to the tattoo place and said, can you put I am enough on my arm? I don't care how you do it. I don't care what it looks like. And we did that. Over here, I have perfectly imperfect on my arm. I have a whole lot of different tattoos, but I have the Serenity Prayer on my leg. I have a Bible verse, reckless love, on my shoulder. I have all these affirmations to remind myself because there's nobody out there that's going to be like calling me up every day and saying, hey, Tam, just want to remind you, you're awesome. You're great. You're doing a great job in life. Sure, you get those messages from people, but on a daily basis, we need to do that ourselves. So I'm super excited about what's happening with my podcast. I'm super excited that you guys are joining and listening. And I'm hoping that just maybe one person will be influenced a little bit by what I say, what I share, the hope that I'm offering. I know that the friends that I have lined up to do these podcasts with me are super excited, and hopefully we can do the interviews with the video because I think it's kind of cool to see the people. And I just am grateful and blessed and thankful that you guys are here. I feel like life we need to enjoy because we don't know when it's going to be over. So we should enjoy it the best that we can. And all I hope is to bring you all joy, bring you all a little bit of hope, and just to bring a smile to your face when you listen to my podcast and maybe make you think just a little bit differently about life. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing Tuesday, and I'll chat with you in a couple weeks.